Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are reviewing a new Oden's collaboration collection. Oden's once again collaborated with the beautiful Angelica Nyqvist, and this time they did not one but two eyeshadow palettes, and there's also some lip products in here. I can't wait to get into everything that is inside this box. In today's video I want to show you both palettes. I want to swatch them for you. I want to do two eyeshadow looks, one eyeshadow look with each palette, and of course show you and swatch the lip products as well. If you guys want to see more looks with this collection afterwards, just let me know in the comment section. I feel like there's a lot to cover today, so I'm just going to do one eyeshadow look with each palette and we'll go from there. If you guys are excited for today's video, don't forget to please give this one a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you everything that is inside this box. Like I said, not one but two different eyeshadow palettes, and this is their Halloween collection. So we have the Trick or Treat palette and we have the Little Ghost palette right here. I love the outside packaging of Oden's. Their graphic design on everything they do is outstanding to me. And if you guys watch Angelica Nyqvist's channel, which of course I highly recommend, you may know that she's a very bright and colorful girl, and so as you can see by the outside packaging of these palettes, expect a lot of colors in here. Besides the two palettes, which I'll open and swatch in a second, we also have 5 new lip products from Oden's that are part of this collection. And I believe that there's different formulas in here. Yes, in fact, there are 2 matte liquid lipsticks. There is a glow and a shine. I'm not sure what the difference is going to be between the shine formula and the glow formula, but we will figure that out. And then there's also 2 little gifts. Oden's usually adds little gifts with their product launches, so let me show you the little gifts that came in this box. Just like last time, there is one of these little twilly type situations that have the same beautiful design on the outside as the packaging of the palette. And then there are these cute little fluffy creatures right here. We have this little blue ghost looking guy. There's a rainbow back here as well. And then this pink bat. I think this is meant to be a bat. He has a tail back here as well. I'm assuming these are going to be little treats with your purchase because I don't see them listed separately on their website. Anyways, let's get into what I'm most excited about, which is definitely the eyeshadow palette. As per usual with Oden's these are cruelty-free eyeshadow palettes that are made in China, and they have a 36-month shelf life. The 36-month shelf life I think is pretty cool because usually palettes are 24 months. Anyways, let's get back to the Trick or Treat palette here. And once you open it up, here is the super bright and vibrant color story that you get. This palette is warm, the other one is going to be cool toned, and I like the shade Vampire Flag, the shade Goblin, plus I love my mustard yellow shades, and those yellow shimmers look beautiful. Moving on to the Little Ghost palette, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that I am personally most excited about. I just really love purple shades, and she gave us purples in this one. So take a look right here at what the Little Ghost palette looks like on the inside. I am very, very excited about honestly the palette in general, but especially the top 3 rows of this palette are really calling my name. Plus I know Oden's quality of eyeshadows, and I know that these are going to be some really vibrant, pigmented, shiny formulas. So I'm excited to swatch all of these. Before I forget to mention it, I do have an Oden's code. My code is PATTY10, but it won't work on this collection because this is a collaboration collection. It will work on anything else you shop for on their website though. So if you're shopping for this and maybe grabbing something else that is already existing on the Oden's website, please use code PATTY10 and you can get 10% off of non-collaboration items in your purchase. Let's get on with the swatches, and I'm going to start with the Trick or Treat palettes. Here are the first 4 shades on my finger. I feel like those of you who love colorful eyeshadows are going to be all over this collection. So these are the shades Mummy's Curse up here, Howl, Full Moon, and this one is called Goblin. Let me get a little bit more Goblin here. Moving on to Wicked, Jack-o'-lantern, Deadly, which is a beautiful orange shimmer with gold sparkles, and Candy Apple, which is a very bright orange red type color. Let me grab some more of that one. I feel like I'm not grabbing enough color with my pinky, but there you have it. I'm lowering my light because I realized that the light was washing out the colors. This is more true to what it looks like in real life. Moving on to row number 3, we have the color Poison right here. Witch's Brew, which might be one of my favorite shimmer greens ever. This next one is a beautiful duochrome and it's called Trick or Treat. And then the color Vampire Fangs, which is a beautiful burgundy. I know I'm going to be all over that one. Alright, the last row is absolutely stunning, starting with this glitter here. This one is called Crypt Keeper. Wow, that is a beautiful green. Maybe this is the most beautiful green I've ever seen. The next one is Cauldron. Then we have Cemetery, and this one is a stunning mid-tone shade. And then last but not least, the shade Magic Potion, which is a beautiful, beautiful light aqua type color. So just take a look right here. This is the entire Trick or Treat palette swatched. I think my favorite colors are definitely the greens. I love this one. I love that one. I love the olive green as well. Those are beautiful. Time to swatch this one. I cannot wait to swatch all of these purple shades. First row of the Little Ghost palette, starting with the shade Banana Taffy. Then we have Little Ghost. That is an incredible purple. Wow. The smoothness of that swatched at the beginning. Wow. Then the shade Omnius, which is a beautiful shimmer purple. And Licorice, which also swatches beautifully. It has hella pigmentation. Very excited so far. That is a stunning burgundy color right there. Row number 2, I am drooling over the shimmers in this one. We have the shade Skeleton, which is like a very light pastel, purpley, grayish type color. Then the shade Zombie, which is this beautiful lilac shimmer shade. Boo right here, which is an incredible pink purple duochrome. That is pure sparkle right there. I'm so excited about these 2 shades. Then we have Haunted House, which is a very intense matte blue color. And then take a look right here at the last 4 shades. This one here is called Magical, and it... Wait, I skipped a row. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I skipped a row. I'm going to go all the way down here to swatch the last colors. I don't know what I was thinking. So this is the color Magical, which looks much more magical than that in person, by the way. Here is Candy Corn. Here is Screech, which is a stunning shimmer orange. And then last but not least, Broomstick. For some reason, I thought I had already swatched row number 3, but here we go. The first one is called Cobweb, which is this stunning pearlescent shimmer type color. Then we have Ghoulish, which is a pastel blue. That's really nice and pigmented, by the way. Then we have Creepy, which is a stunning blue with like white reflex or like pearl-like reflex. Really beautiful as well. And the shade Haunted here, which is this cool tone grayish looking blue. That is also stunning. So take a look right here at the Little Ghost palette fully swatched. I think my favorite shades in this one are definitely the shimmers. I'm obsessed with these shimmers up here. That blue color needs to go on my eyeballs right now. This one, the swatch is not doing it justice. Let me see if I can like put it on my finger and show you better, because on the pan and on my finger when I looked at it, it looked glorious. It was a beautiful, beautiful duochrome, maybe multi-chrome shade even. I saw it was called Magical and it truly did look magical to me, but it's not showing on camera. I think it is a multi-chrome shade. I see green, I see orange, and I see gold. This is the best I can do right here. I'm showing you it next to the light I have next to me. And my finger looks disgusting because I just washed all of these and I have not gone to wash my hands, obviously. But it is a stunning, stunning looking color. I left all of the swatches on so I could show you them side by side. Here is the Trick or Treat palette and the Little Ghost palette over on this side. I'm always impressed with Oden's Eyes formulas. I'm always impressed with their pigmentation. Their shades blend beautifully and they have some really stunning shimmers in their line as well. These two palettes are obviously very colorful, so if you're more into the neutral nude palettes, these are definitely not for you. However, if you want to experiment with some bright, vibrant colors, then I would definitely give these a try. Let's go ahead and create some eye looks. My first look is going to be with the Trick or Treat palette, and I want to start using the shade Wicked right here. My eyelids, as you can see, are already primed, and I primed them with the lightest cream shade of the Danessa Myricks palette. This one down here I thought worked amazing as a primer when I reviewed that palette, and so I used it again today. A little bit more of that shade Wicked just to kind of set that primer and use it as a base. And I'm applying it with an E28 from Sigma, just back and forth all throughout my crease. And the reason I am doing that base is because I want to go in straight with a dark color that I loved when I swatched this palette, and that was the shade Cauldron right here. So with that same E28 from Sigma and the color Cauldron, I'm going to build up the crease of my eye. And since I have a nice light base underneath, I'm hoping it'll blend out really easily into that one all throughout the crease of my eye. Adding a little bit more Cauldron on the outermost corner of the eye, and I am blending that shade all throughout the outer V of the eye and into the crease. Leave it to me to create a basic ass look with this spectacular colorful palette. Anyways, I'm just building up that shade and blending it. And I'm building it up little by little because I'm trying to control exactly where the shade goes. This is a clean Sigma E24, and I'm just going to run it through anything that might look patchy or like it's not blended properly. Just back and forth, blending it all throughout. I grabbed a little bit more Cauldron with this smaller brush and I'm building it wherever I see fit. I'm happy with the way it's looking now, a lot smoother and fully blended for sure. I want to use all the greens that I saw and liked in this palette, so I'm going to go on with the shade Crypt Keeper down here. And this is a flat brush from Refer, and I'm tapping it throughout the eyelid area and blending it into the outer corner. I wiped the color off of the brush and I'm going back with the brush, but this time I'm grabbing the shade Witch's Brew, and I am going to start working Witch's Brew towards the inner part of the eyelid, just tapping that color in place. And I'm not taking it all the way to the inner corner, I'm leaving a bit of a space right there for a fun bright inner corner color. Switching to a Refer number 2, and I want to grab the shade Mommy's Curse, and this one is the one that I'm going to add all the way in to the inner corner, and we have to work on blending it into the green shimmer as well. So I'm just back and forth mixing the shades together where they meet right there and bringing it in around halfway through the crease. A little bit more Witch's Brew to blend things better right here. And I also want to grab a bit more of the shade Cauldron and blend it back over the outermost corner of the eye and into the crease ever so slightly. The temperature, by the way, is finally dropping here where I live, and very soon you will not have to hear my AC going anymore. There you have it. I know I went all green with this one, and this one also has like oranges and reds and yellows, but I couldn't help myself. The greens were definitely my favorite from this one, which is rare for me to say because I'm not even like that much into greens, but these are good greens. I like these greens. I would totally go for an all green look, but I feel like I need to try more of these shades. So I'm going to use the shade Goblin on a reference number 3, and I'm going to smudge it halfway through my lower lash line, right down here. And then with a reference number 13, I'm going to grab the shade Candy Apple. And with this one, I'm going to smoke out my under eye all the way to the tear duct area. Oh my god. I don't know if that was a good idea. Maybe I should have gone for the yellows, right? As you can see, I've had some fallout with these shades, so as a precaution, I would recommend doing your eyes first so that you don't have a sprinkle of shimmer on your cheeks like I do. I was this close to wiping it off, but I'm not going to wipe it off. I think maybe we'll be able to fix it. I want to put like an orange shimmer on the inner half and see if that helps. I'm in between Deadly and Full Moon. I think I'm going to go into Full Moon. And this is a reference number 3 brush. And so I am going to add Full Moon to the inner half of my under eye. Right here, right under here, halfway in. I think that's looking better, but I'm also going to go into the shade Howl. This is a Sigma E27, I believe. Yes, a Sigma E27 shade Howl, and I am going to blend Howl right down here, just back and forth all throughout my under eye. Yeah, that's definitely looking better in my opinion. For my waterline, I can't think of anything other than this Glossier eyeliner in the shade Ochre because I want to take the redness away. 10 times better already, right? I'm glad I didn't take it off. This is the sponge that I applied my makeup with, and I'm going to dab it over my fallout, and then the powder puff that I used as well to soften up the glittery sparkles on my cheek. What do you think? I feel like this is definitely much better. I'm going to leave it at this. This right here is the finished look with the Trick or Treat palette. And before I show you it with mascara and lashes, let's go ahead and work on look number 2. I have purples and blues and orangey red shades plus a yellow. I do not know where I want to go with this palette. However, one shade I'm sure I want to use is this Haunted shade down here. So I'm just going to start there and see where that takes me. This is an E28 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to start by adding that color all throughout the outer V of the eye back here, placing it right back here and then blending it forward. I just thought this shade was very unique. It's blue, but it has a little bit of purple in there as well. I like it. And as you saw, it built up beautifully, but it also blended out very beautifully. With the Sigma E24, I'm going into the shade Ghoulish, which is a pastel blue color, and this one I'm going to add right here on the inner half of the crease of the eye, and I'm going to take it over the previous color so that it blends very, very nicely into the color of my skin. A little bit more Haunted to the outer corner, and I think I want to combine this blue color story with purple. So this color right here is the shade called Zombie, and I'm going to tap it right in the center of my eyelid and blend it into my matte blue colors back here. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. A little bit more just to build intensity. And for the outer corner, I was debating between the dark blue and the purple, and I still don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go into the purple, just a tad bit of it with the E24 from Sigma. And I'm going to tap it right on the outermost corner of the eye and very lightly blend it into the blue shades. For the inner corner of the eyelid, I want to grab the shade Boo. This is a flat brush from Refer, and I am going to take that color all the way to the innermost corner of the eye, right in here, and I'm blending it in. I love the sparkles, but in trying to make them nice and intense, I'm definitely dropping some. So I would highly recommend that you do your eyes first. Anyways, I love this so far. I was going to leave it at this level of intensity, but I want to use as many shades as possible, so I'm going to take it a little further. This is a Sigma E24, and I'm grabbing a little bit of the shade Licorice, which is a very deep burgundy type color. And I just want to add it to the outermost corner of my eye back here. And I'm doing it at an angle from the outer corner and like in halfway so that it mixes with the rest of the shades. That is beautiful. Then I'm mixing it with my purple back here. For some reason I went all over the place with the shimmers. Like I have shimmer all throughout there. I don't hate them. I can definitely live with the shimmers up there, but that's not what I meant to do. A little bit more of that shade Licorice on a refer number 3, and I'm going to smoke out the outer half of my under eye. Right back here. Ooh, I love that shade. That is a good dark color to have. In fact, I think I'm going to take it all the way to my tear duct area. And I'm smoking it out with the shade Haunted on a refer number 13 brush. For the inner corner, I'm going to grab the shade Cobweb on a refer number 2, and I'm going to just pop it right in here. And for my waterline, I want to use this color right here because this one reminds me of the shade Haunted. See, they're kind of similar. And this is the Endless Blue eyeliner from Makeup Forever. This was the Little Ghost palette look right here. And I have to tell you, I really thought whatever look I created with the Little Ghost palette I would like best, because color story wise that was the one that spoke to me the most. However, I love this eyeshadow look right here. This one is my favorite out of these two for sure. Let me put on some mascara and lashes, and I'll be back to swatch all of the lip products for you and give you my final thoughts on this collection. Back with my finished looks, I did mascara and I also did some Kiss lashes. I felt like we needed lashes to match the drama of these eyeshadow looks. So take a look right here at the finished look with the Trick or Treat palette, which, like I said, it's my favorite out of the two that I created today. And then take a look right here at the look with the Little Ghost palette, which I also love. This one is also a really nice look. I just, for some reason and very unexpectedly, like the green look better. Anyways, take a look right there. Time to swatch the lip products, and for the looks of it, I'm probably going to like them because they look like they might all be nude. Here's what the outside packaging of the box looks like. It has images from both palettes. And once you open it, here is what you see on the inside. Let me go ahead and open this one. This is one of the matte colors. This is the matte color in the shade Shadow Creature, which is not a nude. And it's one of these like moussey matte type lipstick formulas. Next matte shade is called Swamp, which is like a warm brown type of lip color. Then let's swatch the Glow. And this one is called Radioactive. It's not quite clear. It has a bit of a warm base to it, and it has blue little tiny sparkles in there. Let me go ahead and swatch this one on my lips. I do have lip liner on, so take a look right here. Not sticky at all, which I can definitely appreciate, and you can take a look right here at what that looks like. Everything I'm wearing on my face is of course listed down below in the description box, but the lip liner I was wearing specifically is Muted Mauve from Anastasia. Let's keep going with the swatches. This is a Shine, and it is in the shade Spectral. Okay, so the difference between the Glow and the Shines is that the Glow is like a gloss, clear-ish type color, and the Shines are also like a gloss, but these have some pigment to them. This shade Spectral looks beautiful. I think I'm going to get some use out of that one for sure. And then the last one is called Quicksand, and this is also a Shine formula. Take a look right there. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I die for a good nude lipstick. It could be a mid-tone nude or a very light nude or a pinky nude, but I love nudes, right? So when I'm looking at these swatches, the colors that stand out to me the most and the ones that I would probably recommend the most if you kind of are into the shades that I'm into are these two right here. The clear, because you can of course combine it with anything you want and it feels really good on the lips. And then the other one I would recommend is definitely this one, that is the Shine in the shade Spectral. I'm gonna try it on my lips for you, but I just know that I'm going to really like it. I'm leaving the lip liner on, but I took off the gloss from the middle. And here is the shade Spectral. And right up here. Take a look right here. It's a beautiful mid-tone nude shade. And I feel like this would be flattering on all complexions. So now that everything has been swatched and played with, let me tell you my final thoughts on the collection. The palettes are of course the star of the show, and as you saw, both of them are very, very beautiful, very vibrant and very colorful. So if you are a color lover, you are going to be all over these and you're going to get so much use out of them. Me personally, I definitely love this for like a special occasion, but it's not what I reach for on a daily basis. I'm a little bit more boring myself. So I see myself reaching for these on very special occasions or for specific shades. As I told you when I was swatching the Trick or Treat palette, I've never seen greens like these. I don't have any greens like these in my collection, and so I know that I can come to this palette and reach for these whenever I need to. I just love the way this look right here came out. I even love it with the contrast of the bottom after I fixed it. I feel like greens like that are kind of hard to come across, and so I really, really loved them. I actually want to play with this one now. Hold on. This is the shade Poison on a Sigma E24, and I'm going to add it right here to the inner half of my crease, just to play with the last green as well. It's beautiful. It's a vibrant, beautiful green shade. Anyways, the greens in this palette were my favorite, and I definitely see myself reaching for those greens in the future, especially like this one here. Come on, I love this shade, and this green can be combined obviously with these beautiful vibrant colors, but I can also do like a very neutral crease and then put this green all over the eyelid, and that would be insanely pretty. So that's definitely how I see myself getting use out of these palettes in the future, for specific shades, for specific looks, but this is not what I reach for personally on a daily basis. If you love full intensity, colorful eyeshadows, I feel like these are going to be the palette of your dreams right here. Moving on to the Little Ghost palette, I see myself using this one a very similar way, and my favorite shade from this palette was kind of unexpected. I told you when I was swatching the palette, I was all over the pastel shimmer shades. However, after playing with the palette on my eyes, my favorite color hands down was this burgundy dark matte right here. This is a stunning, stunning outer corner, deepening up your eye type of shade. It is so intense. It gives such depth to the eye. I can't wait to combine this color here with like some browns or some burgundies. Like this shade and that one combined have to be an absolute dream. I would love to play with that in the future. I feel like Angelica makes the best deep dark burgundy shades because I'm obsessed with that one. And one of my favorite shades from her previous collab with Oden'S was this color right here, which is also a very deep dark burgundy color. Take a look at them side by side. This is the one from the previous collab, and the new one has a bit more intensity to it. I love super dark burgundies like those, and so I feel like I'm definitely going to be reaching into that palette for that outer corner shade specifically. The shimmers I also really, really liked. Out of the two palettes, I don't know if I can pick a favorite because I thought that I was going to like this one better. However, the eye look I created with this one I like better. So I think I just confused myself. I will say the reason I thought I wasn't going to like this palette as much was because of the abundance of like orange and red type tones, which are not my favorite, but the greens definitely won me over. So I don't know, I can't even tell you what to pick. I honestly really, really love them both. And as far as the lip collection is concerned, I see myself getting a lot of use out of both of these lip products right here, which is Glow in the shade Radioactive and the Shine in the shade Spectral, which is what I'm wearing right now. I truly hope that this video was helpful. Let me know which look you guys liked best. Do you like the look from the Trick or Treat palette best or the look from the Little Ghost palette best? I'm all over this one. If you guys enjoyed this review, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know if you want to see more looks with these palettes, because I am willing to explore these color stories further. So let me know down in the comment section below. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.